As director of A Midsummer Night's Dream, I'm experiencing a mixture of emotions: excitement, worry, and pressure. It stems from the success of our performance of Love's Labour's Lost. We perform so well that expectations are now really high. Everyone expects perfection. We only have 5 weeks to rehearse before we appear at the Globe.
The Globe is a world-famous stage, and it's not an easy one for many actors and directors to use.
I'm nervous of being up on stage and seeing the audience. I've never been on a stage before, and this one has a big audience. I don't know how many people will be there. Do you know?
One of the fascinating things about the Globe space is that it's very unorthodox. Most actors, when they act here for the first time, find it a real challenge. And I think that if you're acting in this space for the first time, particularly if you've never been on stage before professionally, it'll be difficult.
When translating the original Shakespearean text into BSL, you need to move away from the written word. If you were to sign the text as it stands, the audience wouldn't understand.
Kate Furby and I sit and discuss which language style will match the text. The fairy world is very abstract, surreal. It's not real. They suit visual vernacular. The workers are at the bottom of the heap. They want to succeed, they want to become managers, but they keep failing. So we decided they'd use grassroots BSL. The 4 lovers have affluent backgrounds. They're well educated and have beautiful use of BSL. It's more poetic in style.
I love Hermia.
You mean Hermia with a roving eye? I'm really excited about the cast. It's a mixture of new faces and actors I've worked with before.
No, it's the first time. First time I've signed in any theatre show. It's the first time. And I haven't done Shakespeare in a while either. So it's a double.
Will my acting be any good? Up to scratch? I may think I'm performing well, but if I could see myself, would I agree?
Some of the actors have had formal training at drama college, some haven't, like me. I don't see any difference. How long has the relationship been going on?
Ages. About a year.
I'm not sure.
Really, I'm not interested in her.
That's too long for you to be ignoring me. It should be shorter. You need to think about the where, the what, the how, and the which. All of the W questions. I want you to really think about this and analyse your relationship.
My focus has just been on the BSL translation and my character, but my performance is flat. I need to consider both the emotion and the meaning, then link that to the signing so it all comes together.
This is excellent. On this page is the original text, and on this page is the modern English. It's really easy for me to understand. The deaf actors focus on the modern English, and the hearing actors focus on the original text, as they will be voicing the performance, and you can't use the modern English to do that. They have to use the original text. Kate's role is to explain to you the framework, the bones, and then you will pair off and think about how you would sign it. Then we'll share our work with each other. Okay? What does new moon mean? Well, it's the crescent, like this. You know, the phases of the moon. When the moon is new, it means it's the time when they can finally marry. You can sign it like this. I can't wait to be married, only 4 more days. It's like you're waiting for the old lady to die so you can finally get your inheritance. It's a conversation. Imagine where the moon is right now, then think about the wedding, the old lady waiting.
So we need to link these two being together and think of a reply like this as well.
Yes, you have to think of the response. What's interesting is all of you were right. It's not a case of you're better, you're not as good. You're all different, but you're all correct. You're all working to the same method, and that's going to be the process throughout rehearsal. We will come together as a team, read through, discuss meaning, and establish the translation. That's the process. Already, you have the skills. You have nothing to be nervous about. I'm trying to work out the English to BSL translation. It's not easy. I'm out of my comfort zone compared to the translation work I usually do. That's more literal. I read through to make sure I understand it first. Then I translate into BSL so that I know the placement. I change the English to BSL order. Then I stop and think, is this suitable for theatre? How can I make it more visual? Change your eyes there. Do it like this. Yeah, I thought saying why not was better. It gives a reason, a link. No, not like that. Not that expression, because it means you've just thought of it. I don't want the actors to simply sign the English. I don't want the English structure to influence them. I want them to be brave, to fully understand what's going on, and to picture that in their mind, then convey it visually. I check with Kate that my BSL is correct. Have I understood it correctly? Maybe what I think it should be isn't what it actually means. I have a very good knowledge of English, and that can sometimes affect my BSL.
It's a bit frustrating because English isn't my first language. I try and work out what it means, but sometimes I need to ask an interpreter. They explain it to me, and then I get the picture.
At the start of rehearsals, my role is to work with the deaf actors, as most don't understand written Shakespeare. I explain what each scene, each section means. That's a comic version. It has very little words compared to the full text. It picks the key words. It's quite useful. It's useful for deaf people as it's visual, it's art. It helps you get a visual understanding. Am I right? Do you find that easier than the script?
Yes,
Why?
it's visual,
Oh, you're strong, deaf.
of course. We have the original text translated into modern English, then into BSL. The hearing audience hears the original as Shakespeare wrote it. I'm wondering why hearing people get to hear the original words while we translate into simple BSL.
The signing you're using for acting is not everyday BSL.
Are we moving too far from the original text? Visual vernacular can work, but are we losing the essence of Shakespeare? I don't want to sign SSE. You have to change to BSL, then again into VV. The signing must be clear for the entire audience. You need to consider that.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
In a scene with the four lovers, there is a big argument and lots of movement. In a hearing performance, you can move and speak at the same time. It's very physical. What we need to do is remove the words, but keep the meaning. Use more facial expressions and gestures. It's clear from that what they think and feel. I think Puck should voice that line. That would work well.
Therefore, hear me, Hamlet. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is a house remote 7 leagues.
We identify which lines contain important information that the audience needs to know. We try and avoid long passages of text and keep it brief. Hearing audiences should be able to access most of the play. It's like a jigsaw. When the pieces come together, you get the full picture. On Monday, the stage combat man is coming to choreograph the fight scene. It's going to be very full on, very energetic.
Happy to meet you.
So you're not doing this. So you're not just doing this. Yeah. Use the little finger to do that. When you land, place everything onto your hands. Yeah.
We don't sign and fight at the same time. We just slightly overlap each other.
The combat and signs should overlap seamlessly at a good pace.
This makes it all make sense. It helps us to make sense of the text. It helps me to understand why I feel the way I do, why I run off, why I'm pushing people. It gives us a reason. Also, her anger helps to get a better reaction from me, and the tension builds up. It's fantastic.
It also raises expectations. It enhances the drama.
I think this is the first time, in theatre or on TV, that I've seen deaf actors stage fighting. I don't think I've seen it before. What do you think? No, I've not seen it before.
A first in the UK? Yes.
That's a good point. We need to establish the characters' sign names. In the original play, the characters are all hearing. We make them into deaf characters. In the text, they are not deaf. The actors have to do that for themselves, from the text.
They know my real sign name, but as they all love teasing me, I think they should sign Bottom. Only I should use the real sign name. Any thoughts?
Yeah, bottom, like respect, but they all sign Bottom instead. Great.
My character Bottom is very, very arrogant. He only thinks of himself. He's very self-centered and doesn't empathize with the others. He's always focused on himself and is overly confident. He thinks he knows everything, and there's nothing he cannot do. He loves attention and is always thinking, me, me, me. That's him. Originally, I had quite a lot of lines, and I was happy to deliver them whilst I had the donkey's head on, but Paula said the signing was incomprehensible. So, we decided to reduce the number of lines and use simple visual signs so that the audience would be able to understand. So, I had to accept that. We took quite a lot of my lines out. I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me, to fright me if they could. But I will not stir. I had to sign with my hands in this hand shape, like a donkey. We gave a lot of thought to how the signing looks visually with donkey hooves.
So everything that you're still doing, because your hands are like this, you're still going to be able to break out and sign, but when you're not signing, then you can bring your hands back in like this.
It's not easy to translate everything from the English text to BSL. Some jokes are lost. You have to think of different ways to keep that humour there. For example, a song became a dance. And there was one part where we had to whisper.
That's the only one which can be taken out, so try and aim for the right one.
In the original play, this scene is delivered by whispering. You can't whisper in BSL, so the wall has a hole in it where you can use small signing. That's our whispering. I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely excited. Yeah, just what to say. I'm excited and just it's been a big challenge. My brain is exploding, but in a good, exciting, fun way.
We're all going to be fine. It'll be good.
The time is going too quickly. I don't want to go back to my normal routine. I want to stay here.
I've got no idea what to expect. I've seen the space, but not with an audience. All eyes on me, watching.
I've had dreams where I'm on stage and I freeze. Everyone is watching me and my mind goes blank. Honestly.
I love this one.
This is the first full dress rehearsal. We have all the props and everyone is in full hair and makeup. I don't know why I feel so nervous. I know they will be fine. I'm just nervous of letting go. They have to go out there and do it. I'm relying on them to make it happen.
We are not here. That you should hear, repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
After 5 weeks of intensive rehearsal from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. every day, we're here at the Globe. This is it.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was joyous and very clear. The storytelling was very clear.
The first time I've seen this play or any play in British Sign Language, and I loved it. I thought it was really energetic, really vivacious, had loads of life to it, and I think like any good production of Dream, it was really, really funny.
I was crying, I was laughing so much. So the facial expressions, the bodily expressions are exaggerated. So it's great.
For me, the beauty of Shakespeare is the words. That performance today wasn't really BSL. It was more like artistic expression. Most of it was in VV. I prefer BSL, but I came to realise you can't really perform Shakespeare in BSL. VV is easier, as it's much more visual.
The interesting thing not knowing BSL was just watching my kind of comprehension adjust through the play. So there were some things I felt I totally understood, some things I was having to work a little bit harder at, some things I was having to try and remember from my own knowledge of the play. But that's the thing with any Shakespeare play, I think. It's a bit of a myth that everyone understands every single thing about every play by Shakespeare.
I was momentarily confused at the beginning when an actor who wasn't the character was saying the other character's words, but I got that quite quickly, and then I found it very helpful.
I wasn't sure about them trying to sign and speak at the same time in parts of the play, rather than all the way through. The signing was clear, beautiful, and was a pleasure to watch, but only parts were spoken. Why did they choose to do it that way? I found it a bit confusing.
It's really clever to leave some Shakespearean language into the play, as we heard today, as well as the sign language.
I don't think you can deliver Shakespeare in BSL. It's too different. One of the problems with translation is that everybody translates differently. There isn't one correct translation.
I'd love to see more Shakespeare done in BSL or any other kind of sign language, because I think that every single time that Shakespeare is translated, something is gained. We often say that things are lost in translation. Actually, I think that things are often gained in translation.